Hello, and welcome to the first installment of Stigmatized Properties. This story will be more about the property and the event that took place there instead of a victim story. A little different than my usual stories. I will be adding these sporadically in addition to my current content. I have always been fascinated with people who live in a house where something traumatic happened, but I know it happens all the time. Today's story takes place on Shore Breeze Drive in Las Vegas, Nevada. April 16th, 2021. Shortly before 4 p.m., police were called to this Las Vegas home to do a welfare check on the home after concerned neighbors heard digging in the backyard. Police arrived and did a search of the home. They entered the backyard and found some disturbed dirt. They started removing the dirt from a very shallow hole and found an arm. The hole contained a dismembered female's body. Neighbors thought the home had been vacant for the past few years. The buried woman was not immediately identified. Over a month later, in May of 2021, the woman had been identified as 82-year-old Lucille Payne. I was not able to find a picture of her. Lucille had owned the home since 1999. It appeared she had no close relatives, and police were still trying to locate someone she was related to. August 2021. The coroner ruled Lucille had been the victim of a homicide. She suffered blunt force trauma and sharp force injuries. However, that changed by November of 2021. It was determined she had been dead since the summer of 2018. Her death went unnoticed because her bills were set to automatic payments. It was also revealed that squatters had taken up residency in Lucille's home about a month prior to the discovery of her body. The squatters also thought the home was vacant, so they broke in. They found Lucille's mummified body sitting in a chair. They decided to dismember her body and bury it. They planned to drain her bank accounts and sell off her property to make money. The group of squatters were never identified. They faced charges of fraud for using her money and selling her property, including her car. They also faced charges for improper burial. As of November 2021, police still had not located Lucille's next of kin, and nothing more was reported on it. No idea if the squatters were ever charged or convicted. As for the home, it was built in 1989. There were two owners before Lucille bought it for $160,000 in 1999. The house was listed on October 25th, 2021 for $435,000, 6 months after Lucille was discovered. It was shown in the condition as it was found. Structurally, it looked pretty sound. There seemed to be a leak in the ceiling of the living room, and of course, it was a mess and needed a ton of work. 5 months after it was listed, it sold on March 22nd, 2022 for $413,000, $22,000 less than the asking price. It wouldn't be listed again for another year and a half. On September 14th, 2023, it was listed for $545,000. The exterior was painted brown, and updates were made throughout the interior of the house. The carpets were removed and floors redone, obviously painted throughout. Plumbing fixtures were replaced. I'm not understanding the new shower concept with no door, but it looks better than it did. The pool seemed pretty solid before, too, and it in the backyard was nicely improved. The house only spent 1 month on the market after the improvements. It sold on October 19th, 2023 for $540,000, which was $5,000 below the asking price. Whoever updated the house made $127,000 more than they paid for it. Not sure how much of a profit that was after the updates were made. The flooring was the same throughout the house, so probably a contractor who gets wholesale discounts. The appliances were all replaced in the kitchen and light fixtures replaced all throughout the home. The finished product looked great. Poor Lucille, she died alone, and no one seemed to miss her. A natural cause death in a home doesn't bother me, but the circumstances leading to her discovery and the aftermath were gruesome. If I could afford it, I might be able to live there. Could you? Thank you so much for listening, and I will catch you on the next video.